I swear, every video now that I start, I'm gonna have to cough. I don't even know why. Um, anywho, I gotta find my groove to get back into things because of the sickness is still hitting me pretty hard. But we're gonna do another sniper rifle from Modern Warfare 2. I've only built 3 of the 4 so far. I don't know if I'm gonna do the last remaining one, which will become obvious after all the other 3 have been done. We've already covered the intervention. I'm now gonna be going into the second sniper rifle that we unlock, which is, of course, the big brother to the M200 intervention, the wonderful Barrett M107 50 caliber sniper rifle. This is, of course, a weapon that I've done before and that I've really enjoyed doing before, but I've made a few improvements since my last one, which come down to very minor cosmetic changes that you guys yourselves will not be able to see until I point them out, especially the main one, which involves this area right through here. I'm I've just circled it for you guys, and I guarantee none of you are going to be able to see it. Now then, that being said, I do want to preface this by saying that this model is another fairly just simple reskin model, and I didn't go above and beyond like a true Master Edition model, but at the same time, it still has all the working features that a regular Master Edition model has. So, magazine release trigger, the bolts, not to mention something really cool that this actually has the barrel recoil inside of it that the Barrett 50 caliber has, as well as the safety and fire selector. So I wanted to show you guys that. Also, the same thing. Alan's Custom Lego provided the scope instructions. I simply got it off of his channel, and he's this same scope design that I've used on pretty much all of my videos, including my Locust sniper rifle from Black Ops 3. The only thing that it did was really modified it to look more like the Locust sniper rifle scope, and rather than the simple one that he has. And no offense to him, it's a great scope. It just didn't look like the Locust scope, and I had to change it. So there's a few things that I'm also upset about with this model that we'll talk about a little bit later as we continue to go over the model itself, but we'll get to those things soon. First cosmetic change that I did from the previous models is that I actually didn't have any cheese slopes on the back of this buttstock at all. I had us all plates, with not even like smooth plates either. Like they were literally just studs exposed sitting on the back here. So that was the very first change that I went through. I went ahead and put all these cheese slopes that you see on right here. The second cosmetic change is that there used to be circles just randomly here on both this grip here and then back here on this form of the stock. I don't know why I did it. I got rid of them. I didn't need them. They were fairly ugly to be completely honest, so boom, gone instantly. As you can see, we have our fire controls right here. It's on fire right now, and then safety is the white square. We have a fairly standard trigger down here, which should rotate as needed. As you can see, you can pull it back to there to fire the weapon. We have a fairly standard magazine release, which should rotate out of the way. Of course, it's not going to. LDD just lagged for me, so that's a good sign. And hopefully this magazine release is, or the magazine is connected somewhere up in here. Somewhere is right here. There you go. Thought I went all the way up through the model, apparently not. But as you can see here, we have the fake simulated bullet right here. And this is literally the only gun that I have that has a 4-stud wide magazine. And that is correct. This is a 4-stud wide mag. That is insane to have a full 4-stud wide magazine. It's huge. 4 studs. Most guns that I build have 2-stud wides, and then a select few have 3-stud wides. But this, considering it's a 10-round 50 caliber rifle, has a 4-stud wide magazine. It's insane how this worked out. The second cosmetic change that we made is, of course, this charging handle. The charging handle generally here comes out, comes up, and then kind of comes out like this weird S shape. But in game, it's just a simple tab that comes straight down like this, and that was built fairly simply, to be completely honest. So that's the next one. Here's a look down the scope, pretty simple. It's got the red ring adjustments on it, some of my favorite little details to do. Simply just make the rim piece on the inside dark red. Very, very simple. And then the most minor detail I could possibly do, but the one that really, really made this model look fantastic. Just had the cough. You guys can barely see this, but these here are actually 1x1 plates held on. And the reason for that is because originally this was all open, and you could see inside of here this barrel recoil mech. This is technically the barrel right here. And there's this rod that interacts with the bolt, so that if you push on the end of the barrel, it pushes back the bolt just a little bit so that it simulates that recoil action. Of course, this rod is not actually connected to the bolt itself, because it should not be. And it was very ugly in the rendered images to see that. So what I ended up doing was going through and replacing all of these up here with what you see here, these side panels, so that I can get the vents looking good without having to worry about the ugliness of that mechanism on the inside. That's something that I am really, really happy with. So that's like a super minor cosmetic detail that turned out looking really, really good. And then down here we have this awesome, awesome detailed muzzle brake. I really love the shape of this muzzle brake. It definitely captures the image and the overall feel of the standard 50 caliber muzzle brake. It's got even the curves and on the side vents here that take and direct the blast out to the diagonals. And I think that's really, really awesome. So I'm really happy with the minor adjustments that I had to make to this model, but there's a few things that I am not happy about. So one of the few things is, obviously I don't have the lens covers over the scope, or the scope covers, I guess. I don't know what they're called. I want to say they're lens covers. The one with the weird smiley face. The other thing I don't have is the visible backup iron sights that stick up underneath the scope back here, and then the front one that you can see in game. I don't have either of those. And then the third thing that I lack is the carry handle that wraps over top and comes down through here. Those are three things that I do not have on this model. Those are very, very minor details, and I feel like the only one that I truly, truly need is the carry handle, but at the same time, I didn't put out the extra effort to put in that carry handle. So that's on me, all on me. But at the same time, it's still an awesome 50 caliber M107 sniper rifle, and to make up for not having the carry handle, it has the barrel recoil mechanism in it, which is something that most people don't do on the Barrett M107. I also was the very first person to put in the recoil mechanism for the AN-94, where when you grab the bolt, the barrel moves back with the bolt as well, because that's something that the AN-94 has. So I did that with the M107 as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember, comment, rate, and subscribe for more videos similar to this one. There will be more coming out later on. I think the next one that we're going to do is another SMG. Who knows? We will see. See you guys later. Thanks so much for watching.